Welcome to the analysis of this channel. I want to continue appreciating you so much because of this golden moment that again we are in another video. Now, as you know that Kenyans are now waiting for the verdict of the Supreme Court just only tomorrow, then Monday, people and Kenyans will be all over watching the verdict of the Supreme Court. Now, there was certain thing that I was like looking when it comes to Maina Kiai's case, 2017. When it comes to the nullification of 2017 elections, I think Maina Kiai's case was so much among those cases that made the Uhuru Kenyatta's election to be nullified. In a matter of fact, the case was a reference in the announcement or annulment of President Uhuru Kenyatta's win in 2017 and was mostly cited in this 2022 presidential petition. And one thing that I realized was that everything was certain lawyers were so much aware of I think they were trying to give their evidence. They cite what Maina Kiai's case was, because most of the time Maina Kiai was having certain percentage of the nullification of this election, the 2017 election. And I think the main issue of Maina Kiai's case in 2017 that made Uhuru's election to be nullified is that, number one, the process of the election was so much fundamental when it comes to Maina Kiai's case. And this was what he was asking. Does the election and the process meet the constitutional threshold in terms of the way the result was transmitted, what entails in terms of agents per polling stations, that is representing the different political parties. And so according to, I think, Maina Kiai's again, his argument was that yes, numbers is so fundamental and is so important, but was the constitutional threshold met? And this was also the argument of Philomena Mwilu. He asked, yes, the numbers might be correct. The numbers might be so much important in terms of this petition of 2022. But one thing that he asked that also caught my attention was, what if the numbers are correct? William Samoei won, yes, with those kind of figures. But the big question is, did the numbers met the constitutional threshold process? And that was something that was so confusing, of course, was so confusing the side of the respondents when it comes to responding towards, because their argument was, yes, the result was correct, and in terms of the forms that was being transmitted, it rhymes with what Chebukati announced in terms of the final result that was declared by Wafula Chebukati. But the process must also be so much considerate in terms of what constitution cites in terms of what are these processes that must be followed, because there was an argument that IEBC did not, at least the certain percentage, about 55%, that was not giving them that argument to put through, or maybe Then number two, the issue of minor Kiais was, I think you have understood number one, the numbers might be correct, but did that number for example, did that number that was declared by Wafula Chebukati met the threshold of the Constitution? That is the question that Philomena also asked. But I don't want to give my my judgment because I'm not a judge. We are waiting on Monday. This was just an update. Then number two, the main issue of Maina Kiai's case was issue of certain KIMS kits are transmitting result. For example, one KIMS kit transmitting result for two areas. For example, it was noted by Soweto, just lawyer Soweto, that there was a KIMS kit that was noted to have been transmitting a result located in Mount Elgon, but at the same time was transmitting results a certain polling station in Meru County. So this is the issue. These are the issues that now I think judges are going to look at. If this affected the constitutional process and threshold, I think the numbers might be correct. But what is this when it comes to certain KIMS kit in Mount Elgon, transmitting the result of Mount Elgon, but at the same time also transmitting the result of certain polling station in Meru. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. When it comes to the possibility of the nullification of this election, this is just a possibility. I noted that this almost about a half of the judges was so much citing this Maina Kiai's case that made the nullification of election of 2017, and this was most of the time directed to the respondents. And of course the respondents were the Gidhu Muigais that was representing, I think, the IEBC, and also those who are representing William Samaruto. So ladies and gentlemen, is there any possibility of these judges, of course, to try to relate the judgment that was delivered in 2017 that made the nullification, and of course the case of Maina Kiai played a big role in the nullification of the election of 2017. That is the truth. But again, when you see this, almost a half of the judges are they almost cited the Maina Kiai's case directed to the respondent, and that was IEBC lawyer and the lawyer of William Samaruto. Is there any possibility of this Maina Kiai's case to be a reference for the nullification of this election? You can drop your opinion on the comment section below, because this is now putting a serious panic towards William Samaruto's victory. You can give your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of great support. If you're a visitor, please subscribe to this channel, put on the notification bell that when I upload my videos you get notified. Bye bye till we meet on another video.